Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek. That's me. And that's Seth. And we just spent the last few days finding all of the coolest e-bikes, bike products, and other shenanigans at Eurobike 2022. Come check it out with us. This year our Eurobike coverage was sponsored by Tern, who is showing off two new e-bike models, the Quick Haul and the NBD. Tern's electric bikes have always been defined by their small format yet huge cargo carrying abilities, and these two are true to form in that sense. What makes the Quick Haul special is that it does so at a more affordable price than we've seen from Tern before, while the NBD is designed to be more accessible than ever, especially with that redesigned step-through frame. After we were done exploring the booth, we headed outside to test a couple Quick Haul bikes. Seth got the light and sleek one with panniers while I was stuck on pizza delivery duty with a setup that looks like it could supply a pizza party to the entire 3rd grade at Booker T. Washington Elementary School. Combining features like Bosch mid-drive motors, powerful hydraulic disc brakes, and of course Tern's legendary build quality, these e-bikes are exactly what the good e-bike doctor ordered when it comes to heavy hauling two-wheelers that still fit into your life, and fit into your apartment. At a time when cargo e-bikes seem to be getting bigger and bigger, it's great to see Tern innovating on smaller cargo e-bikes that still have a load rating and cargo capacity to outperform the bigger guys. Going an entirely different direction, next we headed over to Switchbike to see the company's newest version of their popular electric bike conversion kit. They've already sold over 40,000 units of their previous kit, but the new model has this awesome battery that is practically the size of a graphing calculator and that mounts up front on the bike's handlebars. There are 2 sizes of batteries and 5 colors, plus the kit is super easy to install. And if you want to double your range, you can just pull another battery out of your pocket and slap it on. A really neat setup. The next stop on our wandering path took us through the Ebike booth, a new e-bike brand from Barcelona that offers super high-tech e-bikes. I'm in love with their display and app, which they developed themselves in-house. The fact that it's open source Android based is awesome too, since you can literally add any apps you want, such as Google Maps for navigation or anything else. It's like having a smartphone instead of a cheap little e-bike display. I also got to play around with their Regen Fit feature again, which lets you charge up your bike using the regenerative braking function, and then you can ride around later on an e-bike using the electricity that you generated yourself. Who needs a Peloton when you can have a fitness bike and an electric bike in one package?
This is the hardest I've ever worked on an electric bike.
The company's sister brand, Rayvolt, was right next door, showing off some of the most beautiful vintage-inspired e-bikes I've ever seen. I'll never not fall in love with these things each time I see them again. Heading outside, we got a chance to test out Estonian-based Ike's new T-scooter and the company's new Ike 11 sharing scooter that was built for sharing companies. The Ike T brings some of the coolest connectivity features to consumers and even has a USB-C charging port for the removable battery, while the Ike 11 is a similarly tech-forward model for scooter sharing. Both take advantage of fellow Estonian company CoModul's IoT technology, and it was cool to see a number of other e-bike brands at CoModul's booth, all of which use the company's technology in their apps and connectivity features. Who knew so many awesome brands like Serial One, Cake, and Super 73 all have this Estonian tech under the hood? Speaking of Super 73, it's not an e-bike event unless those crazy dudes show up with their over-the-top motorcycle-inspired e-bikes. We've gotten plenty of saddle time on these things in the past, including an epic Euro trip across Germany last year, but I always love the chance to see more Super 73s in the flesh. Other brands are also leaning hard into the motorcycle inspiration, such as this really slick looking offering from a new company called Nordung. Motorcycle tank for the battery? Check. Mag wheels? Check. Sweeping frame lines? Check. This thing definitely looks the part. Going a different direction, Carbo, maker of super lightweight carbon e-bikes, shared with us their new app, which my favorite feature was a cool turn-by-turn navigation integration that actually puts your phone's GPS nav onto the e-bike's small display. Isn't that awesome? Other companies are innovating in different areas of bikes, such as Blue Brake's anti-lock braking system for e-bikes. They just teamed up with Shimano to offer a combined package, and it's a great way to bring extra safety to e-bikes by preventing riders from wiping out or going over the bars when they lock up the front brake. Bosch also brought their latest anti-lock braking technology to the show, though they had a number of other features to show off as well, such as updated displays that mount into the top tube for an extra minimalist design, as well as lower cost displays, bigger batteries, and more. Bafang, another e-bike drive maker, was also on site to show off its latest tech. The company recently released a 3-speed internally geared rear hub that we got a chance to check out now, plus a pile of other mid-drives, batteries, hub motors, and more. Grape had their new T5.0 commuter trekking bike on show, though the updated colors on the T5.1 really stole my heart, with that blue metal fake paint being my favorite. Of course, who cares what the paint looks like when you've got some awesome features like built-in cameras and some crazy cool connectivity tech in these high-quality Croatian e-bikes, am I right? Ever heard of Asi Controllers? These things are a favorite for high-powered e-bike tinkerers and often turn Surons into tire-shredding machines. But the company's super high power and high efficiency controllers are also working their way into light electric four-wheelers like UTVs and golf cart-sized EVs, which could be a whole new industry to watch out for. Speaking of new, Honbike's latest U4 electric bike was on full display, showing off this wild-looking modified X-frame that takes an ultra-simplistic approach to e-bike design. It's not just a cool frame with a hidden battery, but it also sports a nice Gates carbon belt drive system for low noise and zero maintenance. This is definitely going to be a cool one to try out as soon as I can get my hands on one. Kurad's products were anything but minimalist on the other hand, especially when you check out their electric cargo bike truck thing. I mean, this is like what happens when you let cargo bikes just run amok. You get a Pedigo mixed with a Peterbilt. Hey, if I'm ever going to be taken out by a truck in a bike lane, I'd at least rather it be one of these. What's that, a little K-pop? Makes sense because we found a whole corner of the show that was basically Koreatown with some really cool designs. I definitely fell in love with these hubless wheel e-bikes from a company called Korea Mobility. These things are pushing innovation forward and I love everything about it. They probably weigh a metric ton, but I'll take it to get a cool design like this. Another Korean company had a hydrogen-powered Quadricycle e-bike, though they said the bike was just a concept to show what their hydrogen tech, which apparently is ready to be commercialized, could be installed in. For a more typical two-wheeled e-bike, they say that a 1-minute hydrogen tank recharge gets another 150 kilometers or about 90 miles of range. Pretty sweet, though perhaps I'll believe that one when I see it. A company called Eurobike was also there showing off their full suspension and hardtail carbon fiber e-bikes, not to mention a neat full suspension folder. And they even make portable power stations, since their e-bike factory has its own battery production on site. Another company called Ebike also shared a number of their designs, touting the fact that they could provide quality e-bikes to European or US importers without the standard high tariffs associated with Chinese e-bike manufacturers. Though they also had a few kind of blatant rip-offs, like this Super 73 styled e-bike. But hey, what can you do? Carbon bikes became a bit of a theme at different places in the show, especially at Utopia's booth, where they had their carbon fiber road bikes with belt drives, thumbprint unlock, and other cool techie features. This is definitely a neat design for an eye-catching e-bike, no doubt about it. Brompton's folding e-bikes were there too, and I definitely like this updated design that hides the battery behind the front bag here, compared to their first e-bike rendition that didn't look nearly as good in my humble opinion. But that's what second chances are for, right? Eurobike 2022 definitely had a wide range of e-bikes and other associated gear on hand, and it was a blast to see so many manufacturers sharing their latest innovations all in one place. What was your favorite thing from the show? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to Electrek so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.